Warrior Senshi. They say, congrats on 500 subscribers. Thank you. What's my favorite Dragon Quest warrior / monster and why? Well, my favorite Dragon Quest warrior / monster would probably have to be, I think the dragon. And the dragon from Dragon Warrior 1. Reason being is because I just like dragons a lot, and I really like the way they drew that. Akira Toriyama drew that dragon in the beginning. Very cool. They kept it the same until like Dragon Quest 6, and then they changed it. Dragon Quest 7, I don't think they have the same sprite or whatever, which is a shame. And why? Because I do love dragons. They are cool. Breathing fire, although they can be a pain in the butt when you're fighting them. But luckily, I think in Dragon Quest 6 or this game, or Dragon Quest 7, they came out with an ability to kill them easier. So that's cool. And how did I come up with my YouTube name? Well, my YouTube name is Kenshin1913. And basically the way I came up with it was I like the anime and manga of Rurouni Kenshin. And basically, Kenshin is awesome. He's really cool. And I was like, I'm going to make my YouTube name off of that. Although I have used Kenshin1913 for other usernames and other various things like Newgrounds. And basically, the 19 and the 13 are two of my favorite sports athletes in hockey and in football, respectively. One is Steve Yzerman. His number was 19 for the Detroit Red Wings, and number 13 for Dan Marino, who played for Miami Dolphins, two of my favorite sports athletes. And that's why I used 1913, not because I was born in 1913, although some people thought that for some reason. But yeah, that's how I came up with my Kenshin for Rurouni Kenshin, and 1913 for my two favorite thingamabob, my two favorite sports guys. Alright, so let's go to the next person, Urus00. He or she asks, who was or is your role model in life? Well, I don't really know. Probably my dad, I guess. I mean, I know this is like, I don't know. I guess this is an easy answer, cheap answer, but I'd have to say my dad, because he's a hard-working fella. He keeps the roof over everybody's head, and he's just an all-around cool dude, unless he gets hungry, and then he gets pretty angry. He's kind of like a bear that way. You don't feed the bears unless they're really hungry, and then you feed them. So yeah, that's probably my dad or my mom. They're, again, cheap answers. I'm sorry, but Johnny on the spot, I can't really think who my role model would be. Video gaming wise, I'd have to say the guy who made Final Fantasy. He's cool. He's a cool dude. No, let me take that back. The guy who made Zelda and Mario and all that, because he's very inventive and cool. So yeah, that guy. Forget his name. If you know, whatever, write it in the video. What do I do for a living? Currently, I am unemployed. I did work. I have an education. I went to college for mass communication, so I can basically do stuff in radio and in television and movies. But right now, it's kind of hard to find a job in that field. So right now, I am unemployed. But I do work. My last job, I worked over at Arts and Entertainment, the Arts and Entertainment Network. So that was pretty cool. And can you show us your video game collection? Sadly, not in this video, but maybe someday down the road I might. I do have if I showed you my entire video game collection, it would definitely take a lot of video. It would probably take at least 3 videos to show all of them. Because let me tell you the systems that I have. I've got a 64, a Super Nintendo, a regular Nintendo, a PlayStation 3, a GameCube. My sister owns a Dreamcast, and I have a PlayStation 2. And yeah, I share a DS with my sister, and what else do I have? I have a Game Boy Advance, granted I don't play it, and I have a PSP. So yeah, I have a lot of games, and a Wii. Yes, I forgot about the Wii. So I have a lot of games for a lot of systems, but I've been collecting them throughout the years. You know, I'm one of those people who doesn't sell their games because I like to keep them just in case I ever feel like playing them on a whim. If I felt like, oh, I really want to play blank, oh, I play blank. So I have a lot of games for all those systems. So yeah, if I ever made a video, it'd be very long. Thank you, yours. Anyways, now let's go on to the next one, the PS1 fan. What has been your favorite LP to make? My favorite LP to make. Let's see. If I had to pick my favorite LP to make, it would probably be Dragon Quest V because because I really enjoy that game, and I kind of played it right after I played the DS version of it, so I was really excited to play it all over again. And it was just, I just love the story, and I love how, you know, the story and just and the characters in general. That was like one of the first games besides Dragon Warrior 4 that really got into more character development in the Dragon Quest games, which was nice. You weren't just a hero out to save the world. Granted, you weren't the hero that was out to save the world. You were the hero's son, the hero's father. So that was pretty cool. Did you ever think you would make it to 500 subscribers? No, I did not. I really just did this. I was just doing this for the heck of it because I wanted to make, I wanted to show people, you know, Granted, I know people have seen Dragon Warrior, but when I first originally decided to do Dragon Warrior and hopefully the whole Dragon Quest series, I was like, yeah, I just want to play it and just do it for fun. It was going to be, it's kind of like a video game walkthrough, but with me commentating over it. So yeah, that was I didn't think I'd ever make it to 500. When I got 100 subscribers, I was like, holy crap, I can't believe like 100 people will like watch my videos and like comment or whatever you want to do, really. And what made me start LPing, because after I watched a couple of H.C. Bailey and Necroscope's videos, I thought I could do it, and yeah, it was pretty fun actually. The way that I decided to, because I was thinking, should I do Final Fantasy or Dragon Quest? What game should I start off doing? And what I ended up doing was I just said screw it. I'll just do Dragon Quest because I love Dragon Quest, and there's so many LPs out there of Final Fantasy games. So I was thinking, I wonder if anyone has done the whole series of Dragon Warrior. So, well, I wasn't thinking that far ahead, but I was like, you know what? I'm gonna start with Dragon Warrior 1. It's pretty easy, and you know, it's not too hard to explain to people. So that's what I started with. Next person is Gamer Nerd. What is the hardest video game you've ever played? I would have to say it would have to be either a shooter, some sort of shooter game, or a fighter game. You know, one of those scrolling shooter games. I'm not very good when it comes to shooters. Not very good when it comes to anything else besides role-playing. I'm alright with some action-adventure games, but man, the hardest game I've ever played, I don't know. Let's see. Let me just rack my brain here for a moment. I'm not sure. I'd have to get back to you. Let me see. I'll get back to you on that. So what is it like doing these Let's Play videos? Well, doing the Let's Play videos it's basically a hobby of mine until I get like a job again. Granted, I was doing it when I had a job, but I had to use a little less time. But right now, since I don't have one, yeah, it's very fun. I like doing it. It's also a reason for me to go and replay some games that I've been meaning to replay for a while, and I just get to talk over it. So that's pretty cool. And it's just really fun. It's something I find that's entertaining. It's a hobby for me. Since I love video games and I love, like, watching the videos, I was like, why not make Let's Plays? So it's really fun and enjoyable for me. And if it ever stopped being fun and enjoyable, I'd probably stop doing it. Anyways, what's my favorite baseball team? That would be the Philadelphia Phillies. Because when I was young, I saw the red P. Red is my favorite color. P is my name is Pete. And so I thought it was Red Pete, and it was really cool. So I've always liked the Phillies due to that reason. And congrats on your 500, and here's the 500 more. Thank you.